I'm talking about the top DBs over 45. I'm in that list. Acho, start us off with your number 5 quarterback.
Man, top 5 quarterbacks under 30. I love this topic.
Yeah, for real. Let's go.
Number 5, Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's
I don't love that pick too low.
I get it. I'm not even going to bog y'all down with crazy numbers. I'm going to talk big picture. Herbert just hasn't been to the playoffs yet, Seth.
That's it.
He hasn't been to the playoffs. How can I put him higher than the 5 spot if he's yet to go to the playoffs? Herbert is not a winning quarterback.
It doesn't say Chargers. It said quarterback.
He's the quarterback for the Chargers. The greatest players in the history of the sport are the greatest winners in the history of the sport. You cannot tell me, I don't care who it is on what network, I ain't listening to them or they mama. Winning and losing is a quarterback stat because great quarterbacks win and bad quarterbacks lose. So winning and losing is absolutely a quarterback stat. And until I see Herbert win more, I can only have him at 5. At 4.
Way to go.
Deshaun Watson. Now, I get it.
He won 4 games.
I get it.
He won 4 games.
I get it.
It's a quarterback stat, winning and losing.
Has he won more games than he's lost in his career?
Barely. Like 1.
But still done it. Has he gone to the playoffs in his career?
Yeah. And got smoked.
Still done it. At the end of the day, he is only at 4. Because I think Deshaun is more talented than 4. But he's only at 4 because he's only been to the playoffs and only had marginal success in the playoffs 1 time. But at least he has a winning at least he has a winning record. Talk to me.
He's more talented than Justin Herbert, you said?
Yes.
Number 3. We're going to get into that.
We will.
We're going to get into that.
Dog.
Oh, yeah.
Number 3.
What?
Joe Burrow. Winning and losing is what? Winning and losing is what? The quarterback stat. How do we know it's a quarterback stat? Because at LSU, he won. It's not coincidence, y'all. Joe Burrow shows up and has the second 15-win season in college. The second. There's only ever been 2, and he had the second one. Then he goes to a Bengals team.
Ooh, that's
a Bengals team that won 2 games before he showed up. A Bengals team that won 6 games in the year he got hurt. And takes the Bengals to a Super Bowl. Winning and losing is a quarterback stat. And Joe Burrow is a winner. I don't think he's as physically talented as Deshaun, not as physically talented as Justin Herbert.
There we go.
But he is a winner.
Ooh.
He's at 3.
Ooh.
At 2,
this is hurting.
Josh Allen.
Okay, now we talking brother from another.
Because Josh Allen has all the physical intangibles of everybody on the list, but he also wins. Winning and losing
is a quarterback stat. Okay, I like that.
And Josh Allen, he finds ways to win. 13 wins. He a dude. Got a freaking shotgun as all right arm. He is a dude, and he can do everything all these quarterbacks can do, plus he can win. An absolute stud.
Yes.
And number 1 is obvious. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I knew
Patrick Mahomes. Y'all know how I feel about winning and losing at this point in time. I'm not going to tell you again that it's a quarterback stat. Patrick Mahomes, Super Bowl, league MVP, been to 2 Super Bowls. Last year, though, lost to Joe Burrow in the conference championship after beating Josh Allen in round 2 of the playoffs. So this is my top 5 list. Mahomes is the greatest of the winners. Joe Burrow, an incredible winner. Josh Allen, winner and talented. Deshaun Watson, talented marginal winner. Justin Herbert, incredibly talented, but even more marginal winner. That's where I'm at. Where you at, big dog?
Oh, this is going to be our greatest argument. I need to just hurry up and get through the list so we can battle. Number 5, Lamar Jackson, because quarterback is a stat about winning, right? Who has the most wins under the age of 25 in NFL history?
That man right there.
Lamar Jackson.
That man right there.
You forgot Lamar Jackson. I would take somebody off that list. I'll tell you who later. Let's go with number 4, Deshaun Watson. I'm with you. I was having some fun with you. He's not above Justin Herbert, but he should certainly be on the list. We know who Deshaun Watson is. A beast. Every year, touchdown production going up, despite the wins not necessarily equating with those. Number 3, who I got? Patrick Mahomes. I know it's too low for you, Acho. We'll get into that battle right now. But I'm looking at Patrick Mahomes, monster. Can't even take a shot at him. But if you're asking me under 30, if I'm drafting today, who am I choosing? Patrick Mahomes, you're right where you're supposed to be. Number 3, not number 1. You know who number 2 is. Herbie! Justin Herbert. Why? I don't know. He's just on an NFL historical pace despite not having team success. I'm sorry. Most yards, most touchdowns, first 2 years. I'm sorry that you think that he has to carry everyone when all we're talking about are the top 5 quarterbacks, not teams, under 30. Number 1, come on, man. What you gonna call him, 17 gauge? No, that ain't good. Okay. Number 17, Josh Allen. God, I can't say enough about the dude. Running ability, throwing ability, doing it in those elements out there in Buffalo, and going against your number 1 last year, losing the game. Here we go again. Losing the team game, but not losing that individual performance against the other opposing quarterback. Josh Allen's my number 1. Take some shots right now, because I'm ready for it.
I won't argue with Allen at 1. Like, that's fine. You can argue, but I won't. What I have to argue is this. You cannot omit Joe Burrow from this list.
Why I can't? I got
sheer blasphemy.
You ready? Joe Burrow before last year, how many games did he win?
6 in his rookie year when he was before he got hurt.
Yeah. So we can't act like this is a consistent winning quarterback in the NFL. He went to the Super Bowl. Amazing. Dan Marino went to the Super Bowl, kept winning, but never went back to the Super Bowl. How do I know that Joe Burrow's going to do this again? How do I know that Joe Burrow, even if he does it again, it's better than the unanimous MVP?
Even if Burrow does not do it again, respect to Deshaun Watson, because you know as a football player.
Yeah, we ain't messing with him.
Burrow should be high. He has to be higher than Deshaun. I won't argue you on Lamar, but he has to be higher than Deshaun. Here's why. Burrow, we know, is a better professional quarterback thus far. He's won more. He's done better with less. What we also know is Burrow was also a better college quarterback. Why are you bringing up college and the pros?
What you doing?
Here's why. At every level, anything Deshaun has done, Burrow too has done. Remember, Deshaun's rookie year, he got hurt too. Burrow's rookie year, he got hurt. If I'm not mistaken, Deshaun's rookie year, 7 wins. Burrow's rookie year, 6 wins. So anything you want to condemn Joe Burrow for as a rookie, you have to also condemn Deshaun for as a rookie. Conversely, Joe Burrow went his second year to a Super Bowl. Deshaun Watson's second year, to the playoffs? So you have to at least have Burrow above Deshaun.
Well, hold on. Deshaun, only second in NFL history, over 300 yards and 70% completion percentage. Now we get specific about what you doing. You can't hide me just behind Joe Burrow because he got a great passing game, got a great running game, also got some defenders over there. Like, I'm not trying to take a shot at Joe Burrow. But if you told me Joe Burrow standing here, Deshaun Watson standing here, and I got to pick which one of those guys I want for my team, and all things are equal, I'm taking Deshaun Watson. He's a greater talent.
But here's why I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that. The Bengals went from 2-14 to the Super Bowl within 2 years.
They did.
They did not all of a sudden acquire all of the talent in the world. No, they acquired Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
Be careful.
Dixon was there.
Be careful.
My guy, what's his name? Mixon. Joe Mixon was there.
Yes.
So all of a sudden, Joe Burrow shows up, and 2 years later, you're in the Super Bowl?
Be careful. That happened with the Rams. And was it about Jared Goff? The Rams were a losing team, fighting, trying to figure out their way. They get Jared Goff, they in the Super Bowl. They lose the Super Bowl, but they in the Super Bowl. I'm not saying Joe Burrow is Jared Goff, but I'm saying I've seen that story before. Let's be careful how much we give in value to Joe Burrow doing all of that, because we just recently saw that same story.
But here's my
I got to stop.
The problem with what you are saying is
ain't no problem.
Jared Goff was a part of the Rams' failure. Jared Goff was 0-7 with the Rams. Joe Burrow was never a part of the Bengals' failure. He was still balling. 400-yard games he had as a rookie. Jared Goff was not doing that.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to make you look. Your list is basically focused on, is it Joe Burrow or is it Lamar Jackson? You trying to take me, you taking Joe Burrow over Lamar Jackson.
Now you're talking.
I know what we arguing about. We just disguising it.
Now you're talking.
I would take Lamar Jackson because why? Lamar Jackson has not had the same receiving core. Let's just start there. He has not had the same offensive minds. Let's start there. And also, he's a unanimous MVP. Him, not the Ravens. What does Joe Burrow want in individual accomplishments like a unanimous MVP?
Now you're talking.
And he led the league in passing touchdowns. Have you?
Now you're talking. Let's get nuanced, shall we? Let's get nuanced. We're about to get serious for a moment. The reason I'm taking Joe Burrow over Lamar Jackson is because Joe Burrow can do more in perception, and thus he's allowed to do more. Let me give it to you like this.
I know what you're saying.
When an NFL player retires, NFL players are viewed as analysts only. You played the game, so here's the box we're going to put you in, an analyst box. We don't know if you could host. We're not even going to look at you as a host. We're going to look at you as an analyst. That's the box we're putting you in. So unless you're like Marcellus, Wiley, or somehow by the grace of God myself, you find your way outside that box hosting. But outside of that, we are putting you in a box because of how we view you. Lamar Jackson's put in a box because of how the NFL views him. Oh, you're a 4-4 quarterback? We're going to make you a running quarterback. Regardless of what Lamar can do, he's put in a box because of how the NFL views him. Joe Burrow is not being put in that box. No. As a result, I believe Joe Burrow, who has already had more playoff success, will have a more successful career because they are not going to put Joe Burrow in the box that they're going to put Lamar Jackson into. So it's not even really any condemnation on Lamar Jackson, like it's no condemnation on the NFL player that retires. There's just a box that people are waiting to put you in. Lamar's going to get put in the box, no blame of his own. Burrow's not. Burrow will have more success.
I'm with you there. We are lockstep in agreement in that perspective of perception. Joe Burrow, they think more of him, so he's going to be allowed to do more. Correct, right? Here's the thing. They think less of Lamar. They didn't even think he should play the position. And not only did he lead the league in touchdowns, he won the only second unanimous MVP trophy that they gave out. In terms of individual accomplishment, Lamar Jackson already has a better trophy room. Joe Burrow can say, hey, I made it to a Super Bowl. We've heard that story before, where you make it to a Super Bowl early, never make it again. Dan Marino comes to mind. I'm saying Joe Burrow, injuries. Say what you want. He got hurt last year, got hurt a couple years ago. Last year wasn't severe, but still injured. Lamar Jackson got hurt last year, but is not injury prone in the NFL just yet. He wasn't knocked out. He wasn't knocked out for a season.
No, but remember, 2 years ago, Lamar Jackson, Buffalo, leaves the game with concussion after losing them that game, throwing a pick six.
They didn't have another game. That's why he didn't play.
Remember, the following year, this past year, Lamar Jackson doesn't finish the season. It's 2 years now in a row that Lamar Jackson did not finish the season as a starting quarterback because the Bills game, he gets knocked out in the playoffs. Obviously, there's a little bit of play on words there. He didn't finish that game. And this past season, I don't know that we can still say Lamar Jackson isn't injury prone.
Well, he ain't got a tore up knee that came back and built up, whatever that may be. Outside of that, all we talking about is thin hair. I'm talking about splitting hairs in terms of who you think is better. At the time, I'm sorry. There's one more issue. Justin Herbert, you're trying to say is the least talented of these 5 quarterbacks?
Yeah, here's I think the pivotal difference between you and me. You are like a Raiders general manager.
Oh, yeah.
You are
just win, baby.
No. You're drafting sheerly off of the eye test. If I look here, 6'4", 240, 6'5", 210, 6'2", 210, 6'2", like, I'm drafting just based off, I don't care how tall or whatever you are, you're just a winner. I don't care how tall, strong, whatever you are, you're just a winner. I'm looking more at intangibles, you're looking more at tangibles. Justin Herbert looks better than all these quarterbacks except for Josh Allen, but Justin Herbert is not actually better than these quarterbacks. You drafting based on looks, big dog. You shallow.
I am shallow. Look, I fall in love. I'm sucker for love, they used to call me at the club. As soon as I met her, hello, love you too. All right, here we go. Joe Burrow. Is he such a winner before last year? Such a winner. He always winning. What was those
whole college career?
So and then we're gonna skip a year in there too, and then get back to last year.
Well, he got hurt.
Okay. That is a him problem, not a me problem. Justin Herbert, who has more yards in their first 2 years in NFL history? Name them. Oh, it's gonna get quiet. Who has more touchdowns than Justin Herbert in the first 2 years in NFL? Name. It's only one dude. Like, come on, dog. Justin Herbert's doing
this more. Is not a yard.
And he had a horrible defense
If this was a yards touchdown conversation, I'm putting Jameis right here. If that's a yards touchdown conversation, put Jameis up there.
You put yards up there, not touchdowns.
Jameis had a 5,000 yard season.
He only had 30 touchdowns.
He ain't done it. 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 Jameis had a 5,000 yard season. So if this is a yards conversation, put Jameis up there. This isn't. This is a skill conversation.
If Justin Herbert were the quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals, you don't think they not only go to Super Bowl, they win the Super Bowl?
Absolutely not.
I totally agree with him. I totally agree.